Ireland has been neutral for 80 years. But recent security threats are causing it to ask difficult questions about its future. In a Europe where Russia threatens many of neighbors as it invades both Ukraine and Georgia, where traditionally neutral Finland Sweden have joined NATO, Ireland now faces decisions about the balance between its historic policy of neutrality security. The continent's darkening security environment has led to widespread reassessments. This trend was further stimulated by the tyranny of Russian naval forces in Ireland's backyard. The country has pursued policy neutrality since the Second World War, largely as a result of its desire to establish foreign policy independent Britain. This stance, along with its geographical isolation from the rest of Europe, protected it from both hot and cold wars. Three developments changed Dublin's perspective on foreign affairs: formal NATO partnerships, the European Union's common security and defense policy, and Russia's invasion of Ukraine. The Irish government launched a Consultative Forum on international security policy in June. Respond to widespread threats. Europe. The forum comes on the heels of the Irish Defence Forces budget being increased from €1.1 billion to €1.5 billion by 2028. The results of Consultative Forum encouraged the further development of Ireland's partnerships with international security organisations such as NATO and EU, but ultimately Defense Minister Micheál Martin was advised that Ireland's neutral status should remain unchanged. The report, published on the 18th of October, strikes a delicate balance between respect for Ireland's neutral history and what it regards as a consensus on increased military spending and greater involvement in world affairs. The report also calls for a re-examination of the so-called triple lock mechanism. This applies to any military operation involving more than 12 personnel and provides that this can only be carried out following a United Nations mandate, government decision and Dáil approval. Martin said Ireland's place in the world needed to be re-evaluated given the new reality of Russian aggression. This new reality had a reverberating effect on other historically neutral states such as Finland, Sweden, Austria and Switzerland. Finland and Sweden have joined or are preparing to join NATO, while Austria and Switzerland are rethinking their security policies, becoming more integrated into EU security projects. Delta Finland and Sweden defend NATO's northeastern flank against Russia, but Moscow has not limited its activities to the Baltic Sea. In May, the Irish Defence Forces detected 4 Russian naval and commercial vessels in Ireland's exclusive economic zone. These included Admiral Grigorovich, a frigate armed with Kalibr cruise missiles used by Russia in attacks on Ukraine. This is not first time Ireland has come face to face with Russian military activity. In January 2022, shortly before full-scale invasion of Ukraine, Irish fishermen Suck